Starting a journey of discovery and self-affirmation is a meaningful challenge in life. On this journey, we inevitably come face to face with setting personal boundaries and understanding the power of saying no. Too often we get stuck in habits of prioritizing the needs and desires of others, often at the expense of our own well-being and happiness. In this introduction, we will explore how leaving toxic situations or relationships is not only a gesture of self-preservation, but also a powerful expression of self-esteem and autonomy. Throughout this article, we will discuss different aspects of this process, with an emphasis on the ability to say no and maintain a clear direction in life. We will explore how this can change the way we see ourselves and our relationships with those around us, leading to a more authentic and fulfilling existence. Before we begin, check your subscription and don't hesitate to leave a comment about your views on the video. That's how we can discover together the great power of stepping out of unhealthy situations in life. Let's begin this journey with an interesting question. Why do so many people devote their time and efforts to others, even beyond their own limits and needs? Perhaps the root of this behavior is a deep desire in each person's heart, the desire to be confirmed and accepted. But does this really bring true happiness and self-esteem? That is something to ponder. Being overly concerned with other people's perceptions can become a dangerous trap. When we are too dependent on the opinions and expectations of others, we easily lose our own identity, becoming a mirror reflecting the expectations and opinions of others. Not only does this tire us out, but it also traps us in a never-ending, overriding cycle of recognition and approval. However, it's important to realize that constantly pursuing the approval of others can lead to a lonely and unfulfilling life. It's like trying to fill the void inside with things that are always just out of reach. Therefore, we need to find a way to break this chain. A helpful strategy in reclaiming one's own power and self-esteem is to let go. Although it may seem sudden, sometimes it is a necessary step to reaffirm personal perspective and re-establish control over one's life. You have to know how to grasp happiness at the right time and give up on the right person so you can protect yourself from unnecessary hurt. In this way, we not only strengthen our independence, but also regain true control over our lives. The power of leaving represents our own strength, based on two fundamental pillars: the ability to say no and the presence of a clear direction in our lives. When we set goals and stay the course, we not only respect our time and energy, but also demonstrate assertiveness in protecting our personal boundaries. There are times when we feel manipulated by the desires and demands of others, sometimes even feeling used and abused. In those moments, it is most difficult when we have to refuse requests without a defined goal. But when we have a clear goal, we turn ourselves into self-reliant people who are not easily drawn into inappropriate situations. Leaving is not only a physical act, but also a mental expression of self-respect and personal power. In this way, we not only protect ourselves, but also show acceptance and respect for ourselves. Applying this strategy not only brings self-control, but also sends a strong message about taking responsibility for our lives. Although leaving may seem like a rigid action, sometimes it is necessary. It is how we demonstrate our autonomy and sense of self-worth in a given situation. During life's journey, we meet many people, and each person leaves a unique mark in our hearts. These decisions to withdraw are not only a sign of maturity, but also an opportunity for us to learn and grow in life. They help us better understand our limitations and, most importantly, help us realize who we are. While doing this, we also send a powerful message, both to ourselves and those around us, that we have the power and autonomy to choose who will be a part of our lives. It's an important step in taking back control of your health and abilities. As a reminder, remember, if you can't do anything to change reality, let go. Don't become a prisoner of what you can't change. When we protect ourselves by distancing ourselves from negative people or environments, this is not only a self-defense measure, but also an assertion of our personal power in creating a better life. Live mentally and emotionally healthy. Thereby, we not only prioritize private space, but also proactively invest in personal development. As Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thinking." This emphasizes the importance of us being the key players in bringing about our own happiness and inner peace. What's more, keeping a distance can also have a positive impact on people who frequently cross other people's personal boundaries. Not only is it a reminder of self-reflection, but it's also an opportunity for them to become aware of the impact of their behavior and possibly inspire positive change in the way they interact with others. The power of letting go is not only strengthened by the decisiveness in saying no, but also through clarity in determining one's direction. The word no, according to Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, is not just a part of language, but a part of freedom. When we use this word assertively and respectfully, we not only say no to unwanted situations, but also demonstrate self-respect and self-awareness. The word no becomes a symbol of inner strength and confidence, allowing us to protect personal space and respect for yourself in the face of inappropriate requests and behavior. Through this, we realize that establishing and protecting personal boundaries is not only an act of self-defense, but also an important step in nurturing mental and emotional health. This is in keeping with the spirit of Stoicism, where self-control, self-respect, and self-improvement are promoted as core principles for living a meaningful and happy life. Second, goals and direction in life are not only guideposts that guide us to the desired destination, but also a symbol of a deep sense of the purpose of existence. Clearly defining what we desire and work toward not only facilitates the decision-making process, but also ensures that our choices reflect our personal values and goals. Direction is the compass that helps us stay grounded in the face of distractions and negative influences, and along with the ability to say no, create this undeniable power in protecting ourselves and moving forward. Follow the right path. While rejection is the armor that protects us from harmful outside influences, having a clear direction is the torch that illuminates the path that leads us to success and the realization of our dreams. Both, if lacking, can be a sign that we are allowing ourselves to be manipulated or abused, or even demonstrate that we are losing direction in life. These are warning signs worth paying attention to, because the inability to say no often comes from a desire to be accepted, to avoid conflict, or a belief that oneself is less important than others. Direction in life does not mean having a rigid roadmap or an unchangeable vision of the future. Instead, it means we have a clear internal map, know what's important to us, and make decisions that align with those values and goals. Orientation is like an inner compass, guiding us through the storms and challenges of life. Imagine direction in life as the classic story of Odysseus in Homer's Odyssey. On his journey home from the battle at Troy, Odysseus faces countless challenges, from magical creatures to the temptation of the singing of the sirens. Although fascinated by the enchanting song, Odysseus still maintained his determination to return to Ithaca, his homeland. To overcome temptation, he ordered the crew to put wax in their ears and tie themselves to the mast, refusing the enticement and continuing on their planned path. Odysseus's story reflects the importance of having a solid direction in life. No matter how strong the storm is, if we know where we are heading and keep our goals, we can overcome any challenge. Orientation in life is like Odysseus tying himself to the mast. It does not limit us but helps us focus on the ultimate goal and not get lost or fall prey to temptations or outside influences. The lesson from Odysseus emphasizes that when we know clearly what we want and what our core values are, we will have the strength to refuse inappropriate requests or temptations, no matter how they appear, in any form. Firm direction helps us clearly define our path, not only in storms but also in peace, ensuring that every step takes us closer to our goals and dreams. When others observe a person's lack of commitment to personal goals, they may unconsciously begin to underestimate the value of that person's time relative to their own. This undesirable consequence causes people to expect themselves to be prioritized in the relationship, thereby pushing the needs and desires of others above their own. Not only does this downplay the value of individual effort, but it also creates a pattern where personal dreams and goals are too often forgotten. While this action may not be intentionally mean, it unintentionally promotes the notion that other people's needs are always more important, ultimately leading to self-neglect. When you spend too much time serving others, you risk missing out on investing in yourself and realizing your personal goals. This situation highlights the importance of cultivating a clear vision and purpose for one's life. Identifying personal and understandable goals helps build healthy boundaries, leading to choices that reflect your personal priorities. This doesn't mean completely ignoring the needs of others, but rather finding a balance between supporting them and taking care of yourself. More importantly, appreciate your effort and time. This includes recognizing your worth and the importance of pursuing your personal aspirations. People may think that by meeting their needs, you are using your time in a way that is beneficial to them. However, this perspective ignores the expression of personal value and satisfaction from self-development. It promotes a false belief that your worth is closely related to how useful you are to others, rather than an awareness of your unique and natural value. We need to realize that supporting others is only part of a valuable use of our time. The true value of time is reflected in working toward personal goals, self-care, or performing activities that bring happiness and personal satisfaction, dedication and purpose in pursuing personal goals. The first step on this journey gives you a sense of authenticity and wholeness. Your decisions and actions increasingly reflect your deeply held values and beliefs, creating a life experience that is sincere and natural. This, over time, will not only increase your self-esteem, but will also cause those around you to begin to respect you more. When you are transparent about appreciating your precious time, you not only learn to respect yourself, but you also unintentionally teach everyone around you how to respect you. Furthermore, this strong commitment not only serves you, but also becomes an inspiration to those around you. By witnessing your perseverance and achievements, you become a guiding light, encouraging others to pursue their own passions and goals. And it doesn't stop there. This commitment also opens the door for you to learn how to set healthy boundaries, say no to requests that don't align with your personal priorities, and keep your life balanced between your needs, yourself and others. Additionally, staying focused on your goals and aspirations is an effective strategy for extricating yourself from adverse situations where your personal boundaries are violated. The ability to separate yourself from toxic environments is important, whether it's in work, marriage, or friendships. For example, in the work environment, clarity about your personal goals helps you recognize when work becomes dangerous to your mental health and career progress. Similarly, in personal relationships, honesty with yourself helps you determine when a relationship is out of sync and starting to cause harm. Sometimes, realizing that a close relationship is causing more pain than good is difficult. But by focusing on your needs and goals, you will become more skillful at knowing when to withdraw and seek more balanced and healthy environments and relationships. Staying away from abusive people and destructive environments is a powerful way to protect your self-esteem and integrity. The distance you create from harmful people and environments is not only a strong shield for your dignity and principles, but also a testament to strength and a deep understanding of yourself that is beyond measure, may be shaken. This move is not evidence of discouragement, but rather an expression of determination and self-awareness. Through this choice, you affirm that your peace of mind and your search for happiness will not be threatened by toxic influences. This decision to defend yourself sends a powerful message to the outside world. You are the leader of your life. You decide for yourself who can enter your space and what is worthy of your time and effort. This does not negate concern for loved ones, family, friends, or partners. On the contrary, it emphasizes that no matter how much you value these relationships, your happiness and self-esteem do not depend entirely on them. Defining and protecting personal boundaries is how you respect yourself and demand that respect in return. In the business world, the can-do mindset asserts that you are not bound by a fixed transaction, showing that you always have many other options. This reflects confidence and unlimited thinking, creating strong attraction and persuasion in negotiations. This confidence does not come from material wealth or a massive social network, but from a confident attitude, self-satisfaction, and a strong belief in one's own ability to create success and seize the opportunity. Applying this perspective to your personal relationships, you redefine loving and caring. Love and appreciation for those around you are essential, but even more important is the realization that your happiness and self-worth do not lie in other people. This understanding is key to building a balanced relationship, where no one is too dependent on the other, and each person respects the other's space and boundaries. In the world of negotiation, real strength lies in the ability to step out in a considered and decisive manner, rather than in the negotiating position. This power comes from showing that you are making a conscious choice, not from a forced situation or a feeling of necessity. When you show that you are willing to walk away from a negotiation when the terms do not meet your needs, you not only maintain control and preserve your integrity, but you also increase your chances of reaching the right results, desired result. More importantly, no matter the outcome of the negotiation, you remain in a strong position because you stay true to your values and principles, respecting the boundaries that have been set. Leaving a toxic environment can be lonely, but it is also the first and most important step toward liberation and personal freedom. In our journey to find a more peaceful and positive space for ourselves, we often face loneliness when old relationships are no longer consistent with the new values and principles we are living. This solitude, although difficult, opens the door to unlimited freedom and self-development. This process is like a journey of rebirth, where you rediscover yourself and redefine your core values and what is really important to you. It requires courage to abandon the familiar and face the challenges of rebuilding a life from scratch. But with each step, you will learn to appreciate inner peace and realize that you deserve an environment that is healthy and supports your personal growth. The solitude of leaving a toxic environment is also an opportunity for you to focus on self-care and self-improvement. It's a time for you to invest in yourself, develop new interests, learn new skills, and rebuild your mental strength. In the process, you will not only rediscover your personal joys, but you will also discover personal abilities and inner strengths that you didn't know you had before. Furthermore, leaving is not only liberating, but also opens up the possibility of connecting with new people who share similar values and dreams. Although it may initially seem like you're going it alone, eventually you'll find a new community where support and mutual understanding are fundamental. This community not only helps you feel connected, but also provides the encouragement and support you need to continue on your personal growth path. Ultimately, leaving a toxic environment is a decision to honor yourself, a courageous step that protects and enhances the quality of your life. This temporary loneliness does not compare to the joy and freedom you will experience when you begin living a life that is true to yourself. Remember, a person who knows how to let go is the happiest person. When you clench your fist, there is nothing inside. But when you loosen your grip, the whole world is in your hand. As the screen gradually darkens and the accompanying music begins to calm down, let these last words accompany you into a moment of reflection. Together, we discovered a powerful truth. The greatest strength is sometimes not in persevering to the end, but in knowing when to walk away. Not only does it help us protect ourselves from unhealthy environments, but it also opens the door to personal growth and true happiness. Remember, the decision to leave isn't always easy, but it's the most important step you can take for yourself. It's a reminder that you are valuable, you deserve respect, and you always have the power to choose the environment and people around you. Before we say goodbye, I want you to remember that every step you choose, whether moving forward or leaving, leads you to the best version of yourself. Always trust your intuition and inner strength. If you feel this video brings value, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any content that helps you grow and become stronger. We will meet again in the next video. Don't forget, you're never alone on this journey. Thank you for spending time with us today. Keep going, because you are your greatest strength.